What's the embarrassing memory you torture yourself with when you can't fall asleep at night? I have a fairly unique name, and when I was in elementary school I was pretty sure I was the only person with that name. One day, there is an assembly where there was a prize draw, and one person from each grade got a free t-shirt. I wasn't really paying attention, because it hadn't gotten to our grade yet, but I vaguely heard my name called. All the kids around me were telling me my name had been called, and I had to go up on stage and get my prize. I walked hesitantly up on stage and found a bunch of confused teachers and another kid getting the prize. It turns out that there was another kid with the same name in one of the younger grades who had actually won the prize. I dithered on stage, unsure of what to do, until a teacher came and talked to me. I told her I thought my name was called, and she walked me back to my classmates. I was so embarrassed I couldn't look at anyone else all day. When school ended, I went home and cried. We had a raffle at my junior school. I misheard the number and walked up in front of about 200 people. Yep, had to embarrassingly walk all the way back to my seat. I was called by accident once to get Student of the Month. I got up there to get my certificate and the principal apologized and then was kind of a jerk about him messing up. I was in 4th grade and it's one of the only times I cried from embarrassment in front of other people when I got back to my classroom. Once, in 3rd grade, we were all sitting down on the floor in a circle for some interactive lesson. Someone cracked a joke and I rolled onto my back laughing, curled up in a ball. I laughed just a few seconds longer than everyone else, and just as everyone stopped laughing and the room fell silent, I went to roll myself back up into a seated position and let out an obnoxiously loud fart. Everyone knew it was me, and I was super embarrassed, but my first reaction was to turn to my best friend sitting next to me and immediately blame it on him. I still wonder if anyone else in that circle remembers that incident. One time I ruined my friend's joke by laughing hysterically right before he said the punchline. The more people questioned why I was laughing, the more I laughed, because I was so embarrassed. I was the only one laughing, and it lasted a full 5 minutes at least. My friend looked so frustrated that he couldn't finish his joke. I remember sitting in my 6th grade math class one day when the class was really loud and getting out of control. We were sitting there and the teacher got us quiet enough that she was lecturing us on how to behave. Pretty standard stuff. Then out of nowhere, completely unintentional, I let out a short but loud and powerful fart. Like, such a short and strong sound that it could have been a stock sound for movies. Instantly, total freaking chaos. I don't know if anyone knew it was me or not. I was super embarrassed, but just pretended to laugh along, so it wasn't obviously me. The teacher kind of muttered a small excuse me would have been good. I don't remember if she ever got the class back on track. This might not be the hands down worst thing I've ever done, but it's been haunting me before bed for the past month or so maybe typing it out will free me from this heck. I moved 600 kilometers from my hometown to go to college. I knew literally no one there, so the first week or so had been pretty lonely, and I guess weighing on me without me realizing it too much. Anyhow, when I showed up at school there was a group of students with a camera setup standing with the school mascot. They motioned me over and told me that they were doing a small commercial to encourage students to meet each other and ask me if I would answer a question on camera. I agreed, and I honestly shouldn't have. Basically, they wanted me to fill in the blank of the following sentence. Something you might not know about me is. I figured this was a no-brainer, and I would just saying something like I like comics or I play hockey or literally anything normal or mundane. Instead, I froze up, and for reasons I'm still not sure about myself, I blurted out I have no friends. I don't know why I said it or what I thought would happen, but the awkward pause followed by the cameraman cracking up make me cringe so hard my bed vibrates. The good news is that I hit the low point in my college career so quickly that I could really only go up from there for the next few years. My class played 2 truths, 1 lie in elementary school once as a first day of school icebreaker. I thought I was supposed to say 2 lies and 1 truth, so I said an obvious lie, an obvious truth, and then that I have no friends. It led to an awkward classroom session of trying to comfort me and assure me that I do, indeed, have friends. I tried to explain what I thought the rules were, but I was incredibly quiet, and I don't think anyone heard or listened. I know no one else remembers it, but it is a mortifying memory. My brain retains embarrassing moments like no other. Basically anything that happened before I got my glasses, but this one sticks out. So I probably needed glasses in 3rd or 4th grade, but I didn't get them until 7th. Literally no one I knew had any idea that I might be this blind. My eyesight was never brought up. Because of this, I thought my eyesight was normal and that everyone saw the way I do. My eyesight is horrible. I need to have my phone like 3 inches away or closer in order to read with my glasses off. Because I thought everyone saw things the way I did, I assumed that if I couldn't see something then no one else could. I remember sitting in math in 7th grade and I noticed a small cut on my arm. I was debating whether to wipe the small amount of blood on my shirt or just lick it off. If I couldn't see anyone else doing this, then they couldn't see me doing it either, right? My math teacher called me out in the middle of class asking why I was licking my arm. I cringe every time I think about this. I'm so glad I have glasses now. My entire reality was changed, haha. A while ago I went to a roller skating rink with some friends and family, but with it being my first time I would fall down a lot and get pretty discouraged. My brother noticed and promised me he'd stick by my side and catch me if it looked like I was gonna fall. All was well for some time, but eventually I slipped up again and immediately reached for his arm. Turns out while I was so focused on my feet and turning, he decided to leave for a bit and get some food, and without looking I ended up grabbing some random girl's arm and almost brought her down with me. I can still clearly see the look on her face, and anytime I think about it, I die a little inside. I threw my friend a birthday party for her 28th at a roller skating rink, invited all our friends, the whole thing. I went vintage dress shopping with her before the party to buy something to wear, and we all met at the rink. Birthday girl, me, and girl number 3 are skating together when birthday girl decides that it'd be a good idea to take a selfie while we are skating. Picture goes fine, and we are celebrating that we didn't fall when girl number 3 loses her balance and falls, tripping me and bringing me down, ripping my dress all the way up the back. I was 45 minutes from home. I didn't drive myself, and we still had reservations to go out to eat. I went to a hibachi restaurant with a dress that basically looked like a hospital gown. Lol, this happened to me while ice skating when I was 13. Except I have no brother and was there for a friend's day party. Grabbed a random girl's hand as I was staring at my feet as well and watched her disgusted face as I fell and she skated away. I made a girl cry by accident. I went out with 2 girls for dinner, and one I think liked me. I was asked what kind of girl I liked, or what I liked in a girl. I went on this whole rant about how I don't like girls who put on a lot of makeup during the whole dinner. I remember her texting or calling me afterwards, and I remember she was crying and saying, "I guess you won't like me then." Oh boy, I felt so bad, but you can't really turn back time on these things. Nice girl though, too bad I was an idiot. I was asked what kind of girl I liked, or what I liked in a girl. Rant about how I don't like girls who. Outstanding move, poor girl. I feel for her. I dated a guy once that told me how much he loved brunettes with dark eyes. That's well and good, but we'd been together for 2 years at that point and I'm a blue-eyed blonde. The resulting fight included the ridiculous phrase, "It's like ordering chicken and being served a burger instead." I still like burgers. It's just not what I ordered. When I was in 6th grade I was severely, and I mean severely, socially awkward, inept. My family was really good friends with the rich girl's family at my school. She was always super kind to me and invited me to her parties. So here I was, going to these big pool parties, estate parties, whatever the whole school was invited to basically. I had been homeschooled my whole life before and never really hung out around more than 1 or 2 people at a time. There were some guys who would bully me that were there, and when they saw me, I panicked and for whatever reason thought I should be someone else, and put on the persona of a caveman. Literally. Starting sentences with ugga ugga, and with mumble stuff. It genuinely caught them off guard. Instead of bully me, the main guy seemed to get a little angry, as if I was mocking him. Then after saying something he walked off, and didn't talk to me again the whole party. In a way, I guess it worked. But I'll never forget acting like a freaking caveman with a limited vocab in an attempt to dismiss bullies. Grug think Commander did good job. Grug not like bullies. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing for more videos like this. Don't forget to leave your stories in the comments below.